Rise. Monster Hunter Rise specifically. Guys, we're literally about to all finally get our hands on Rise and hunt a load of both new and returning monsters. And as I've been covering every monster coming to the game, confirmed and speculated or otherwise, we thought I'd better do a final listing of the monsters we currently do know that are confirmed that we'll be seeing in our newest Monster Hunter adventures. So, welcome back to Rage Gaming. My name is Hollow, and here is every monster we know about in Rise. Naturally, I want to start with the 10 new monsters we currently know just before release. Firstly, Magnamalo, the flagship monster for the game. How many of you guys managed to beat him in the demo? It was genuinely no joke, with 15 minutes and no proper armor skills to do it with. I think after that, we're all going to be very, very good at fighting him in the full game. Next though, the earlier monsters that we could expect to see, I think, will be the Great Izuchi, Aknosom, and also, of course, Tetranodon. These monsters have been hinted in the same region of the demo, the Swine Ruins, so I do think we should expect to see them earlier in our playthrough. But for me, a little bit more exciting are the demonic-inspired monsters, like Harag. So cool, it uses its own weapon in the form of a big cleaver. Or Somnicanth, a new Leviathan type for the series based on the very weird Japanese mermaid myths. There's the monkey and Tengu-inspired Bishaten, who's gonna break dance and throw a lot of fruit at you. Honestly, it doesn't sound that bad. We have the hinted from the very start of all the trailers, Rakna-Kadaki, a new spider to contend with, which will entrap us with webs and spawn in lots of baby versions to harass us. And lastly, the big boy that everyone's been raving about most, I think, Almudron, who's probably going to drown us in a lot of mud if I had to guess. Finally, for our 10 new monsters confirmed, we have that creepy monster that was hinted at the end of the newest trailer.
What's that?
Who knows whatever that thing is, but it does seem like it's the same creature that was in that one shot of the lava caverns, I think anyway. I think it's also really cool that even this close to release, we do have a monster that we only sort of know about. So those are the new 10 monsters. What about returning monsters? Well, we have a whopping 24 of those to talk about, so let's go through them in groups. The bear trio are back. We have Azuros, the big boy, who we had a chance to fight in the demo, but we also have Lagombi, the bouncy and slidey bunny type, and we also have Volvodon, our rolling armadillo type. And since I'm grouping the monsters like this, we also have 3 raptor types. The Great Baggy and Great Roggy, of course, paired well with our one coming from World, Kula Yaku, who fit great with Izuchi, who's coming in Rise as well. We had the reveal of the Royal Ludroth in all its spongy glory, and also our favorite training dummy in that demo, Mizutsune, the incredible soap serpent. Easily one of my favorite monsters. There's also a few big boys like the very loud Tigrex or Barioth, who actually were in a lot of clips in the trailers together. There's also Basorius, who's back, the one that the awesome Hunting Horn set in the demo came from. It's the Living Rock. We have some returning monsters from World in the form of Anjanath, that big T-Rex, Toby Kadachi, who is a lot of people's favorite from Base World, or maybe you prefer giant-tongued, multicolored monsters. Of course, I'm talking about Puke, who's back. Less loved by all, though. Duratotus is back in the mix. He's gonna be really annoying while swimming around. The very loved and very popular uncooked chicken-looking monster, Kezu, is also back. The weapons in this one are incredible in design from what we've seen so far, but I personally can't wait to hear its incredible soundtrack when I'm hunting it. Recently confirmed at last in the newest trailer were both Nagakuga, who we did see some armor of on an NPC in some media clip somewhere, and also, of course, the big bad Zinogre is also back. We saw hints of this from the trainer in the demo, who was wearing bits of the Zinogre armor. Barioth is, of course, back in all of his muddy, stony glory. There's also classics like Rathalos and Rathian, of course, but also we're going to be seeing Diablos coming back, who I'm sure will be doing lots of screaming and charging around naturally. Speaking of moving around a lot though, Rajang is also back in Rise, that big monkey. I'm looking forward to Wyvern riding this guy in specific, because I'm wondering what kind of combos he's going to have. Lastly, coming in that April update post-release, we have seen that trailer for Chameleos, who Rage was very happy to see again. I've actually never fought this chameleon myself. I've been told he steals things from you though, so I'm very interested to see this monster, and it won't be long after release when we see this guy, since it is coming in April. But that's actually far from everything confirmed in the game so so far. Don't forget, we also have the Apex monsters, which are these super strong, dark versions of monsters. Right now, we've had the Azuros version as our leading Apex monster in the trailers, certainly looking big and scary. But very recently, we had this tiny clip of the Rampage showing different versions of monsters that you're going to fight in that mission. We see hunter-focused monsters called Stalkers. We see ranged monsters called Targeters. We see the Gate Crashers who are going to try and break down the gates, obviously. But finally, for the major threat example, they show this very purple and dark Mizutsune, who just so happens to be using Soul Seer Mizutsune style bubbles. Isn't that interesting? It would seem, based on that Apex monsters could be our version of deviant monsters in the release of Rise. So I would certainly expect a lot of different Apex versions of our main roster of monsters. In any case though, that is 2 Apex monsters to add to our total count, making it 36 100% confirmed monsters in Rise. But I think we can expect more than that. Obviously, there's likely to be more Apex versions of the different monsters to consider. However, as we've been mentioning the many small monsters we're going to find in Rise in these list videos, let's really quickly mention them all now. We got Rachnoid, the Delex, the Reneplos, the Jaggy and Jagia, Izuchi, the Jagras, the Kelby, the Bullfango, Guaga, those chunky boys, the Banahabra, the Altaroth, the Slagtoth, Roggy and Baggy. We got Ludroths naturally, the Guaja fish, the Anteka, Big Popos are back, the Remobra are back, so maybe we'll see some Elder Dragons. The wild Palico types in the Feline and Melinx, the cute and lovable Bombadji, and finally, the Zamite. That's 24 small monsters or creatures that we'll have to contend with out there, some of them certainly more annoying than others. But including those 24 confirmed small monsters, that's 60 monsters to find in Rise from all the trailers and media before release. How many more can we expect to find in the full game? I don't know, but I would put money on it that we haven't seen everything yet, especially with those Apex monsters. What do you think? Are you happy with the Rise roster? I definitely am. I mean, I'm looking forward to fighting any and all of the new monsters. Facing some of the returning monsters with the new Rise movement's going to be cool. We have all the new weapon stuff to learn, and I'm definitely looking forward to destroying Magnamalo now that I've had lots of practice in the demo. For now though, all I can say is I hope you guys enjoy Rise. And for myself, Rage and Cotton, we're all really looking forward to making lots of videos on the game, whether it's useful, entertaining, or otherwise. But thank you so much for watching the channel, for watching our videos. But for me specifically, I just want to say thank you for the warm welcome that I've received in making Monster Hunter videos. Though I was a part of this channel since its creation, I stepped away for a few years and I definitely didn't know what to expect when I came back. It's been really fun and people have been really kind, and I'm very happy to be involved somehow in this community, Monster Hunter or otherwise. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in Rise.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.